Can you wonder about the man who reached for the stars? Hi everyone, today I want to share the incredible story of a man who dared to dream bigger than almost anyone in the world could not. A man who imagined rockets flying to the Mars, cars running without gasoline, and future where humans could live on other planets. Yes, I am talking about Elon Musk. But before he became famous, before Tesla and SpaceX, Elon was just a boy growing up in South Africa. Yes, you heard right, in South Africa. He wasn't rich at all, he wasn't famous, and he faced challenges that would have stopped most of the people. Elon was curious and thoughtful child. He loved to read, learn, and ask questions about how the world worked. Science, technology, and space fascinated him. He often spent hours alone reading books that other kids did not understand. He was also bullied at the school, and life wasn't easy at all. But this hardship didn't stop him. Instead, they made him stronger and more determined, and he came in a more determined way. By the age of 12, something amazing happened. He created a video game known as Bluster and sold it for $500. Imagine that. Just a 12-year-old creating a game and also selling it for $500. It's a very big achievement for just a small boy of 12 years of age. That moment was just the beginning of the journey that would one day change the world. Elon Musk was born in 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa. His father, Errol Musk, was an engineer, and his mother, Mike Musk, was a model and a nutritionist. From a young age, Elon was exposed to both science and creativity, which influenced his dreams later in his life. Even though his family had some resources, Elon often felt very lonely. He loved reading more than playing with other kids. He read about stars, space, physics, and science fiction. Books like The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy inspired him to imagine possibilities beyond the ordinary. As I mentioned earlier, that his thought and his mindset and his way of thinking was far away from the other kids of his age. School life wasn't easy at all. Alon was a smaller than other kids and was frequently bullied. He had to learn how to defend himself physically, but even more importantly, he developed a strong mental resilience. He learned not to let other people's opinions stop him from following his curiosity and his interest. By his teenage years, Alon has already begun thinking about the bigger picture. He knew he wanted to make a difference in this world. He didn't just wanted to live an ordinary life. He wanted to create, invent, and innovate in the ways no one had ever imagined. Can you just imagine at the age of 17? Alon made a life changing decision. He left South Africa to move to the Canada and later to the United States. He wanted to be at the center of the technology and innovation, where he could make the greatest impact. Elon enrolled at Queen's University in Canada, then transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned the degrees in the physics and economics. While studying, he wasn't just thinking about grades, he was thinking about how could he change the world, how he could solve problems that nobody ever dared to solve. He had no fear of the failure. He didn't see obstacles as reason to give up. He saw them as the challenges to overcome. As you know that the challenges are the key to the success. Never give up from the challenges. This mindset would become one of the most important reasons for his later success. The first company. After college, Elon and his brother Kimball started their first company, Zip2. It was a software company that helped newspapers create online directories and maps. A revolutionary idea at the time. Starting Zip2 wasn't easy at all. They had little money and investor was skeptical. Alone a simple work day and night, often sleeping in the office, eating little and pouring everything they had into that project. At one point they faced almost complete failure. Investors pulled back and the pressure seemed overwhelming, but Elon refused to give up. He believed in his vision, and eventually Zip2 was sold for nearly $300 million later. Elon made his first fortune, but more importantly, he learned that the persistence and risk taking are essential for achieving great things. This experience taught him an important lesson. Money is not the goal, impact is. Yes, I repeat, money is not the goal at all. Impact is. He wanted to invest in the ideas that could truly change the world. Next, Elon Musk invested in X.com, which later became PayPal, a company that transferred and transformed online payments. Once again, the road was difficult. Early visions of the service had problems. Employees argued, and skeptics questioned whether it would succeed or not. But Elon believed in innovation and simplicity. He focused on creating a product that was fast, secure, and user friendly. PayPal grew rapidly and eventually became the standard for online payments. When eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion, Elon didn't stop to enjoy the success. He had already set his sight on the bigger dreams: space exploration, sustainable energy, and the future of humanity. One of the Elon Musk's boldest dreams was SpaceX. He wanted to build rockets that could take humans into the space and eventually onto other planet that was Mars. Starting SpaceX in 2002 was very risky at the time. Most people thought it was impossible for a private company to reach orbit. The first rocket exploded, funding was scarce, and for several years the company teetered on the edge of bankruptcy. Elon even risked his own money, pouring everything he had into the SpaceX to keep the dream alive. He believed that the only way to succeed was to keep pushing even when failure seemed certain. Then in the 2008, something amazing happened. SpaceX successfully launched its Falcon 1 rocket into the orbit. It was the first privately funded company to achieve such a feat. This victory proved that with the persistence, creativity, and hard work, even the impossible could be achieved. SpaceX went on to the development reusable rockets, reducing the cost of the space travels and inspiring the world to dream bigger than ever before. Elon's vision is not just about the rockets, it's about humanity becoming a multiplanetary species. While building rockets, Elon also wanted to transform transportation on Earth. He founded Tesla, a company that would make electric cars exciting, fast, and desirable. Tesla also faced enormous challenges. Early model had design flaws, production was delayed, critics launched at the idea that electric cars could compete with traditional vehicles. Many said that Elon was crazy, but he never gave up. He pushed his team to innovate, improve, and solve the problems. Today, Tesla is leading the world in electric cars and renewable energy solutions. Elon proved that belief, courage, could and the efforts which he made can make even the most difficulties and the very difficult vision to come true. So what we learn from the Elon Musk journey? First, dream big. Don't just focus on money or comfort. Think about how you can change the world. Your aim should be not to just change yourself, to change the whole vision of that world, to find and to create something new into this world. Second, embrace failure. Yes, if you just embrace what are your failures, you can be successful. Every setback is a lesson. Rockets explode, business struggle, and life get hard. But giving up ends all the possibilities. There is a very famous quotation that the point at which a man's is hopeless and he gave up at the next door and the next doorstep, his fate and all the things that he always dream are on the next doorstep. Third, stay curious and keep learning. Alone reads hundred of pages every day. He has read more than any person have read of his age and of his mindset. Constantly gaining knowledge and applying it to the real problems. Knowledge combined with action creates extraordinary results. Fourth was that work harder than everyone else. Success doesn't come easily. Alon's long hours, dedication, and willingness to take risks show that effort is essential to achieve big dreams. Elon Musk's life teaches us that no challenge is too big if you believe, work hard, and never give up. For a curious boy in South Africa to a man changing the future of technology, his story is the proof that dreams are worth pursuing. So, the next time you face a challenge, don't remember the other people who gave up. Just remember the life of Elon Musk. Remember the boy who read, dreamed, and imagined. Don't remember such persons whose life are demotivating and discourage you. Read the life of person like Elon Musk and the man who turned those dreams into reality. If you wanna achieve something incredible, start small, stay focused, and never stop learning. And remember, your dreams can take you farther than you ever imagined. Your dreams can take you further than everything else. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for the next story about another amazing person who never gave up and changed the world.